Please be seated, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Suzanne Boda, and I serve as chair of the Gustavus Adolphus Board of Trustees. And I'm proud to be a graduate of the Gustavus class of 1982. Woohoo! On behalf of my board colleagues, it is my honor to welcome all of you to this commencement ceremony. Class of 2026, congratulations! Woo! We are so happy to be celebrating this accomplishment with you. Now you have joined the distinguished list of over 30,000 plus alumni who have earned degrees from Gustavus. Graduating from college requires dedication, energy, intelligence, and resilience to reach this important milestone. The faculty, staff, and board of trustees of Gustavus, as well as your families and friends, are very proud of what you have accomplished. We thank you for what you contributed to the college while you were students. You shaped this community to be a better place. Now, as you graduate, may you continue to stay connected to your alma mater, while also making a difference in your new community. I also extend a warm welcome to the family and friends gathered with us, both in person and online. Your presence is a testament to the encouragement and support that have helped make this moment possible for these graduates. It is now my privilege to welcome the Reverend Alicia Hilding, Dean of Christ Chapel, who will offer the invocation.
Let us pray. Good and generous God, giver of good gifts, we thank you for this time to gather, to pause, to remember the good gifts of this day. We thank you for each individual in the Gustavus class of 2026, for their commitment to learn, live, and give of themselves and their time to this community. Thank you for their lived example of the Gustavus values of excellence, service, justice, community, and faith. As we celebrate and send them out into the world today, remind them to see the image of God in others and creation, to value and honor the dignity of all, and to take their learning to serve the common good. May they remember to hold space for reverence and awe, slowing down to listen for your calling in their lives. And may they always remember this place and people continue to care about their personhood, hoping they are thriving in well-being. Amen.
As we begin this commencement ceremony, I want to acknowledge that Gustavus Adolphus College is located on the homelands of the Dakota people, whose spiritual traditions include the belief that this land, along with the creatures and people living on it, are their relatives. The Minnesota River and its watershed are sacred places. These waters and lands are interconnected with Dakota culture, language, creation stories, songs, and ceremonies. As a college, we honor Indigenous people and communities by telling the truth about the history of our presence on this site. Commencement Day is a special time in the life of a college, and I guess I could introduce myself. I am John Volland, the president of Gustavus Adolphus College.
It wasn't in the script.
Good morning, good afternoon. Today, we recognize and proudly celebrate the accomplishments of these students who are eligible to receive their baccalaureate degrees and earlier awarded degrees to the first graduate of the Masters of Athletic Training program. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Soren Sackreiter. Soren's time at Gustavus was defined by curiosity, creativity, and commitment to the world around him. From St. Paul, Minnesota, Soren graduates with majors in environmental studies and geology and a minor in GIS, that's Geographic Information Systems. On campus, he worked in the theater and dance scene shop, the Gustavian Weekly, the recreation department, and don't worry, parents, he did attend class too, and served as a sustainability intern. He was a driving force leading Big Hill Farm and an active member of the Environmental Action Coalition, Kitchen Cabinet, the President's Environmental Sustainability Council, and the Geology Club. And in true liberal arts fashion, he was involved in the fine arts, performing in the handbell choir in Christmas in Christ Chapel, and as a gifted photographer, has had his work exhibited on campus and had a successful career as a member of the cross-country and track and field teams. Please join me in welcoming Soren to the podium.
Hi, Gusties. Thank you to everyone in this room for showing up, for investing in and being part of the class of 2026. Thank you also to everyone behind the scenes, making this day and every day run smoothly on campus. You are a necessary and crucial part of this community. And thanks to President Volin, not just for that intro, but for showing us what it means to come out swinging. Rookie of the Year. Thanks to Volin's inauguration, I got to witness a number of great speeches and speakers over the past few weeks. From Robert Waldinger and Kathy Wurzer talking about what it means to live the good life, to the professors at the inauguration symposium, to our First Lady of Minnesota, Gwen Walls. I don't know if you caught it, but she told us our time here should prepare us to feel comfortable in the governor's mansion. That'd be quite an upgrade from co-ed. What an honor following up all that inspirational public speaking. Maybe if I wasn't an environmental studies major, I could come off as wittier, but studying climate change really puts a damper on how funny we get to be. You know, one of the common themes that came up again and again in those speeches that I can give good perspective on as a current Gustie is community. Even before I stepped up foot on campus for orientation, I knew I was being welcomed into something larger than just our class, larger than just this campus. When I was deciding where to go, one of the reasons I chose Gustavus was because I felt like I was wanted here, that you all wanted to welcome me in, wanted us to become Gusties. I would hope that since you were in that same place, about to start your first day of class, you've learned a lot about economics and music and medicine and geography, but what I've been told, at least by the Career Center, is that the most important skills we've all learned over the past 4 years are the soft skills, the bread and butter of our liberal arts education that keeps this community strong, makes it unique. While I could talk about how this is being done through active listening, critical thinking, or collaboration, I want to focus on a skill that you can use every day to help build your communities: informed decision-making. For the past 10 years, maybe longer, the world around us has slowly been prioritizing power and wealth at the expense of families, communities, and ecosystems. Resource extraction is being expedited while immigrants are being extradited, both without due process. Universities are losing funding and agreements are crumbling. Our leaders aren't listening to the advice of doctors, economists, and their constituents. The scientific process is losing credibility, and so are the decisions that stand on it. This is where your hard-earned skill of informed decision-making comes in. You already made an informed decision just by completing your degree. I believe that every single one of you who is about to step up here and get a diploma has a passion, or at least a will to keep doors open for yourselves. You've taken the toughest step already, believing in yourself for the past 128 credit hours. There's more and more pressure on universities to prove that an education provides a higher salary, which it does. But what's also important is that this is the launch pad for our futures. 9 out of every 10 of us will have a job related to our passions before the year is over, and 1 in 4 of us will go on to graduate school. Even if right now it seems like the real world is tough and scary and full of JOBs, you are set up with the skills to make the right decisions on 3 levels: for yourself, for your community, and for the world. Now, let me digress. I'm a bit of a nerd. The walls of my house are full of weird maps, and I listen to podcasts about ultra running. Good news for me, this community is also full of nerds and accepts me for it. Going through high school, it was tough to find peers who reciprocated my wish to understand the world. Now, that's no knock on Como Park Senior High School. I had brilliant teachers, but the timing of the coronavirus shutdowns left me eager for the labs, field trips, and heated discussions of in-person learning. Now, one could argue that just about any college can and should provide these resources, but I think it's my responsibility as your commencement speaker to tell you why Gustavus fosters a special community. It's not just a core value or something that inherently exists. Community is a skill that is worked upon. It's the verb of neighboring, of showing up in times of trial and celebrating accomplishments. Now is the part of the speech where I tell a little story to drive home this idea and transition to the next thought. Within the cross-country team, we have a culture of calf sitting. For those who don't know, this is simply the concept of hanging around after you're done eating until the next person shows up to give you an excuse to put off homework another 20 minutes. The result of this, though, is a special kind of neighboring you can only get at Gustavus, where there are seniors still in the meal plan and underclassmen who are welcomed at the same table. Everyone's sharing what happened in their days and what problems they're putting off. As my sophomore year came around, teammates began moving into apartments and off the meal plan. We'd see them at practice, but didn't have that same time to bond over how good the Kit Kat bars are or the joy of General's chicken, much less what was actually going on in their lives. When I got a kitchen of my own junior year, my roommates and I made a goal to bring dinner to the caf as often as possible and maintain that connection and community. You may have seen us hauling around our Instapot around campus or our 6-quart bucket of pasta. Yes, sometimes it sucked, but we kept up relations with the underclassmen, not just watching, but helping them grow. All the hauling of pots back and forth was to stay connected, to maintain community, which brings me back to informed decision-making. Growing up, my dad liked to tell me the W. Edwards Deming quote, "In God we trust, all others must bring data." Well, I'm not God, so I'm gonna back up my claims with data to explain why informed decision-making will help you throughout your life. The next informed decision you can make as you leave the room today is to keep in touch with your friends and family. In one of his first actions when he got to campus, President Volin sent us all homes with copies of The Good Life. Even without the numbers and lessons in this book detailing the world's longest happiness study, I could have told you that being around those you love feels good. That's why we calf sit, why I carry my Instapot with me. Now, if you didn't finish the book, let me spoil it a bit. Through joy and pain, good relationships can help us live happier, longer, and healthier lives. Money can definitely help us feel happier and more secure as well, but after $75,000 per year, the increased satisfaction is very small. After genetics and situational factors, there's still 40% of your happiness that you can control. And the number one factor is the strength of your relationships. The great news is, you're probably surrounded by the most important people in your life at this very moment. Look around. There's family from near and far, and the friends, the ones you spent late nights laughing with and practice presentations to. There's probably some people you can't stand here as well. Maybe some of you are already like family, and maybe it's the first time your parents are meeting your roommate. Now, the bad news. We're never gonna live within our current 5-minute walk of each other, this unique and beautiful community, ever again. You'll never be able to walk through the courtyard and wave hello to your music friends at one table, and then into Lund to playing board games with a different group. So follow Robert Waldinger's advice, the advice of the good life. Prioritize relationships. Remember how incredible it is to know so many people so well. And don't be scared to make new friends. For as much as we'll always be bonded as Gusties, there are millions more incredible people our age waiting to hear your stories and to tell you theirs. If nothing else, get the conversation started by complaining about how your commencement speaker talks so much about pressure cookers. The next informed decision you can make is to value your community. This semester especially, I've seen community building as an act of resistance, protection, and of hope in Minnesota. When tensions were highest, I saw the community of Gustavus join the larger community of Minnesota in calling for change and for peace, and it worked. Minneapolis was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, St. Peter created a program for small business loans, and Gustavus rolled out the community buffet. In doing so, we ended up offering more than just free lunch, though. We created a daily space of gathering for all, no matter the need level. I was there for lunch almost every day with 80 to 100 others, not just for the food, but because I need the people, the community. Carry that community building forward. Share food with those around you, and use your voice to protect those who cannot safely speak for themselves. Finally, I want you to think about gratitude and reciprocity as you make informed decisions. In a world that so often feels like it's on the edge of collapse, it's easy to get caught spiraling into pain and despair. Taking the time to think about the good in our lives, to express gratitude, pulls us back from that cycle and increases the value on positives. A Harvard study from 2024 found that a regular expression of gratitude can reduce the risk of death by almost 10%, which alone should be worth smiling for. Growing up, I practiced this through rose, bud, and thorn reflections with my family over dinner. It became more than just a way to hear about the highs and lows of each other's days. It was a time to acknowledge that life holds many good and bad experiences. For example, today my rose was taking photos with my friends, my thorn is saying goodbye to my chickens at Big Hill Farm, and my bud is running in the track conference meet next week. Expressing gratitude doesn't have to be complicated, and sharing that energy through reciprocity can be just as easy. Environmental author and professor Robin Wall-Kimmerer argues that, and I quote, "Gratitude and reciprocity are the currency of a gift economy, and they have the remarkable property of multiplying with every exchange, their energy concentrating as they pass from hand to hand, a truly renewable resource," end quote. To give back is to multiply the power of the gifts we express gratitude for. This is kind of like the popular internet concept of double it and give it to the next person, except we can save actual lives. Giving back, whether through time or money, to effective organizations can reduce or end suffering near and far. Just 10% of your lifetime earnings can prevent blindness in up to 50,000 people. In a more relatable example, though, you can pack upwards of 200 meals in an hour at organizations like Feed My Starving Children. Now, the real catch here is that this only saves about $15 to $20 per hour compared to automated packing. So the informed decision is that if your wage is higher than that, you can make a bigger impact by staying at work an extra hour and donating the money. Now, this isn't me telling you that community building we receive from hands-on labor isn't important. It's the power of our Gustavus education to understand what our goals are and to give us confidence on our decisions. The importance of our actions, whichever way we choose to take them, is going to help not just others, but yourself. Data shows a significant relation between regular reciprocity and a reduction of depressive symptoms. Be selfish and help others. Before listening to the speeches of the past few weeks that put me on a community kick, I spent some time going through the most famous commencement speeches of all time. In the first one that I watched, author David Foster Wallace talked about two fish swimming along. An older fish passes by them and says, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" The two fish swim on for a bit, and one turns to the other and says, "What the hell is water?" If you haven't heard this story before, I'd encourage you to go try to find it, but the TLDR is that we're all swimming along through environments we don't even realize are affecting us. We're about to walk across this stage and join the water on the other side, the community of Gusties, connecting the pursuit of truth to action. You've already sown the seeds that the next 3 classes will harvest. Now it's time to look back at what we've grown into and use our informed decision-making to analyze the water we're swimming in. I'm mixing up fishes and plants, but I want you to understand that you're leaving as a Gustie shaped by the people and skills of this institution. Use these skills to follow your passion, prioritize relationships, build community, and to live a life full of gratitude and reciprocity. So go forward, cross this stage with the confidence and the data to go beyond, because, in another quote from Deming, without data, you're just a person with an opinion. Thank you.
Soren, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm not sure where you ran off to, but there you are. Very good. That was really well done. And I promise you, he and I did not collaborate on this. I'm just going to copy some of the things that he said. So good afternoon, graduates. And good afternoon to the families and friends, faculty and staff who have supported you every step of the way. Today is a day of celebration, not only of what you have achieved, but who you have become. Class of 2026, this moment belongs to you. And I promise this will be shorter than your longest lecture, all right? So you're good. You arrived on this hill with questions about who you were, what you believed, and what your future might hold. And now you leave with something more powerful than answers. You leave with the ability to keep asking better questions. A few weeks ago, I spoke to the community about the enduring vision that has shaped Gustavus Adolphus College for more than 160 years. A belief that education is not simply about preparing for a job. Don't worry, parents, that's important. Absolutely, they're career ready. But about preparing for a life of purpose, service, and learning. Today, I actually want to speak to you directly about what that means now for your future. Because commencement is not the finish line. In some ways, it is a threshold. Let me share a moment that has stayed with me from my first few weeks here. At the start of the academic year, Valeria, Sophia, of course, and I were walking across campus. And uncharacteristically, it actually wasn't one of those classic Minnesota days where the wind reminds you exactly where you are. No, it was sunny and calm, and it also happened to be the first day of the first-year students. Our usual half-hour evening walk turned into an hour and a half, partly because of the energy on campus, and partly because, Sophia honestly has absolutely no respect for a schedule. Sophia would go right up to the students and break the ice. And as we stopped and talked, the conversations were often similar. Students shared how they felt, the nerves and the excitement, because even for extroverts, that first day can be, a little overwhelming. And for some of you, a little overwhelming might be a very generous description. And for many of you, as you cross today's threshold, you might be feeling something similar to the butterflies that accompanied you on those first days of college. But I hope you carry with you something that you learned here. In The Good Life, thank you, Soren, the book we read together this year in the first Great Gusty Read, authors Robert Waldinger and Mark Schultz wrote, "The good life is not a destination. It is the path itself and the people who are walking it with you," unquote. Yes, I'm going to do this again. I was looking over at the Scandinavian studies folks. I also hope you will keep in the forefront of your mind the Swedish proverb I shared a few weeks ago, "Delad gladie et dubbel gladie." Shared joy is double joy. But there is actually a second part of that Swedish proverb. Delad sorge et ulv sorge. Shared sorrow is half sorrow. So shared joy is double joy. Shared sorrow is half sorrow. I hope that during your time here, you lived that idea, that you studied late into the night with classmates who became close friends, that you learned in classrooms, labs, studios, on athletic fields and courts, and on stages, discovering as much about yourselves as about the subject matter. That you experienced moments of triumph, and no doubt moments of challenge, side by side, walking the same path with others. And hopefully that is what you found in those shared experiences, including those times of challenges, that something lasting was formed, not just knowledge, not just memories, but relationships and a way of being in the world. As you leave Gustavus, the world you enter is complex. It is changing rapidly. It will ask a great deal of you. It will ask you to make decisions without having clear answers, to navigate uncertainty, to engage with people whose perspectives differ from your own, and not always from a position of authority, but always from a position of integrity. And this is where your Gustavus education matters most, because our job was not to teach you what to think, but how to think. You have learned to listen, how to question, how to connect ideas across disciplines, how to see the humanity in others. Those are not just academic skills, those are life skills, leadership skills, community building skills, human skills. In my inauguration address, there's a word, and you just heard a little bit ago, that has emerged in recent conversations about Minnesota and Minnesotans neighboring. The idea that community is not something we take for granted, but something we actively practice. You have practiced that here. You have supported one another, you have shown up for one another, and you've created a community that reflects the very best of what Gustavus can be. Now, I challenge you to carry that spirit forward. Be the person who reaches out. Be the person who builds bridges. Be the person who makes others feel seen and valued, that they matter. Wherever you go, create Gustavus-level community. And as you do, I want you to remember something essential. Today, you are not leaving Gustavus. You really are becoming a Gustie for life. That's not just a phrase, it's a promise. A promise that this community will remain part of your life long after today. Think of it this way. You now have office hours for life. Yes, faculty, office hours for life. And the good news is you actually don't need to sign up in advance. The bad news is, we are still going to do follow-up questions with you. And if you are preparing for your first job interview or your fifth one, we are here. If you are considering a career change, graduate school, or a new opportunity, we are here. If you are looking to connect with alumni in the field, we are here. Our career development office, our faculty and staff, our global network of Gusties stand ready to support you. And not just this year, not just for a few years, but across a lifetime. Because your relationship with Gustavus does not end when you cross this threshold at graduation. It continues to evolve. And your learning does not end today either. And, quite honestly, in many ways, it's just beginning. The world you are entering will continue to change. New technologies, new challenges, and new possibilities, some of which didn't exist when you started here, and quite frankly, some that may change tonight after you're done celebrating. The ability to keep learning, to remain curious, adaptable, and open is one of the greatest strengths to carry you forward. To me, that is the Gustavus difference, a foundation that prepares you not just for that first step, but for every step that follows. So as you leave this hill, I offer a few simple invitations. Stay curious, even when that path seems unclear. Stay connected to the people who matter and the communities that you build. Stay grounded in your values, especially when it would be easier not to. And stay engaged with this place, because Gustavus will always be part of your story. More than 160 years ago, the college began with a bold belief that education can transform lives and communities. Today, that belief lives in you. You are the next chapter of that story. The light on this hill does not stay here. It actually goes with you into your work, into your communities, into the lives you will touch. So class of 2026, go forward with confidence, go forward with purpose, go forward knowing that wherever your path, you will always have a home here. You are Gusties forever. Congratulations. I'm still on. So before we confer the degrees, we know that for these graduates to reach this moment, it takes the support of many people. The foundation of any institution of higher education is its faculty. Gustavus is blessed to have dedicated individuals who have distinguished careers of teaching and scholarship and who truly made a difference in the lives of hundreds and thousands of students. On behalf of the college, the Board of Trustees, and these graduates, I want us all to recognize the contributions that faculty make in the lives of our students. Thank you for the ways you have been most instrumental in their education. Will the faculty who are here today please rise and receive our appreciation and acclamation. Today, we also recognize a number of Gustavus faculty who are retiring this year. Will the faculty members who have or are retiring at the end of this academic year please stand and remain standing if they are present today? Scott Burr, Paul Stenson, Jill Locke, Shengping Yang. Thank you for your years of service to Gustavus. On behalf of your students and colleagues, please accept our appreciation and gratitude. Congratulations. There also are family and friends celebrating this day with us in person and online. Graduate, you know that these people have provided support and encouragement throughout all of your time at Gustavus. They are surely filled with the pride over your many accomplishments and are full of hope for your future. Graduates, please turn toward the audience, maybe stand up for them, and show your appreciation to your family and friends gathered here today with a hearty round of applause. Before we proceed conferring degrees upon the seniors, I am delighted that we will recognize Provost Brenda Kelly. Provost Kelly, please come forward. After 24 years of extraordinary service to Gustavus, Provost Kelly has been called to serve as the next president of the College of St. Scholastica. This call comes as no surprise to those of us who have had the privilege of working alongside Dr. Kelly, and the community will miss her deeply. Provost Kelly started at Gustavus as a faculty member in biology, chemistry, and biochemistry, then transitioned into college administration, ultimately serving as provost since 2016. It only felt like the 1990s. Dr. Kelly has led with vision and poise while being smart and highly relational. Among her many accomplishments, she helped guide the college through the pandemic, championed the creation and implementation of the recent academic revisions, and co-led our most recent strategic planning process. She has touched almost all aspects of how we teach and support students as she championed the liberal arts mission of the college. Brenda, through your commitment to excellence, your dedication to this community, your tireless service, and your deep faith, you have given Gustavus Adolphus College immeasurable gifts. And it is my honor and privilege, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Gustavus Adolphus College, to confer upon you, Brenda Kelly, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. I now call upon Dr. Provost Kelly for the conferring of the degrees.
I ask the members of the Gustavus Adolphus College class of 2026 to please stand. President Volin, I present to you the members of the class of 2026 who have been enrolled in courses of study leading to the Bachelor of Arts degree or the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. During their time at Gustavus, these students have completed the requirements defined by the faculty as a liberal arts education of recognized excellence. As faculty, we believe that these Gustavus graduates have a capacity and passion for lifelong learning and are prepared for fulfilling lives of leadership and service in society. On behalf of the faculty, it is a great pleasure to recommend to you that the Bachelor of Arts degree or the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree be conferred upon each one of them.
Thank you, Provost Kelly. It is my distinct honor to receive these candidates for graduation. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees at Gustavus Adolphus College, I hereby confer upon these candidates the bachelor's degree for which they have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, in token whereof you will receive your diplomas. Graduates, you may be seated.
There are moments in a commencement ceremony that remind us why we gather together, not simply to celebrate academic achievement, but to honor the fullness of human life. Jory Jones came to Gustavus with a spark that was impossible to miss. She moved through this campus with a free spirit and an eye to see beauty in the world. In her freshman year, Jory brought joy to the locker room and on the ice and was part of the extraordinary women's hockey team that won a national championship. The Gustavus community grieved in 2023 when we lost Jory, and we carry her spirit with us still today. It is our profound honor to present a Bachelor of Arts degree posthumously to Jory Lynn Jones. I now invite her parents, Britt and John, and her sister, Kylie, to come forward to accept her diploma.
Is this me or you? It is now time for the reading of the graduate names. Students, when you are introduced by Provost Kelly or Dean Potts, please proceed across the platform. It will be my honor to greet you. You will then be greeted by Chair Boda, and you can proceed down the ramp where Vice President for Advancement Tom Young will present you a G-pin made especially for your class. It is fitting that the person responsible for alumni relations presents this G-pin to you as a signal that you are now officially alumni of Gustavus Adolphus College. We ask you to wear it proudly. Following receipt of your G-pin, you will then proceed to the area where your department faculty members will present you with your diploma cover. Finally, as we present the class of 2026, we ask all those in attendance today to remember that today's event is a formal ceremony. Each member of the class of 2026 has earned the right to have their name announced and heard by all that are gathered here. We request that you hold all applause and cheers until the entire class has been presented. Please know that we will be reading the names of all graduates, including a small number of students who are not in attendance. The marshals and those assisting with the ceremony may now take their places for conferring of the degrees, and the first graduates may approach the stage.
Hana Mohammed Ahmed.
Akwesi Amoa, magna cum laude.
Alexia Michelle Anderson, cum laude.
Benjamin Mark Anderson, summa cum laude.
Maisie Anderson, cum laude.
Ella Ruth Anderson.
Addison Joel Edwin Andrix, cum laude.
Lily Marie Francois Antoine, magna cum laude.
Mary Renee Athorpe, summa cum laude.
Joseph Lee Augie, summa cum laude.
Molly Susan Austin, cum laude.
Andrew Quentin Barch, magna cum laude.
Stefan Xavier Balcom.
Margaret Holland Balfans, magna cum laude.
Grace Lucille Bance, cum laude.
Kaylee M. Bowder, cum laude.
Connor James Beauchamp, summa cum laude.
Linnea Ray Beckstrom, summa cum laude.
Mika Warren Benning, summa cum laude.
Cameron Marie Benusa, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Caroline Bearneck, magna cum laude.
Leah Marie Berg.
Emma Frances Berger, cum laude.
Ariana Marie Bergeron, summa cum laude.
Lindsay Jeanette Bergren, cum laude.
Evan Bergstrom.
Kimberly Betanzos Valdoninos.
Margot Evelyn Bettman, summa cum laude.
Nora Rachel Burkholtz, summa cum laude.
Gibson J. Blackstead.
Parker Logan Bloom, magna cum laude.
Richmond Wahini, cum laude.
Rebecca Bonilla.
Ella Marie Boats, cum laude.
Tyler John Brockmeyer.
Logan Jeremiah Braley.
Caitlin Ann Brandt, magna cum laude.
Ethan Dale Brow.
Oren Brow.
Margot Kate Brettine.
Jonah Reese Brielle.
Walker Britz.
Allison Kendra Brodeen, magna cum laude.
Bobby May Bruns, magna cum laude.
Alexandra Ann Kinsey Burish.
Joseph Will Burns.
Karina Elise Burns, summa cum laude.
Astrid Elizabeth Bussey.
Amelia Elizabeth Butler, magna cum laude.
Caroline Mary Butler, magna cum laude.
Lily Marie Couple.
Matthias Mario Cardenas.
Wyatt Walker Carlson.
Braden Thomas Carr, cum laude.
Heidi Elizabeth Karstensen, summa cum laude.
Brecken M. Cathers.
Eleanor Charlson.
Alex Cherry, summa cum laude.
Jack Everett Christofferson.
Hannah Grace Caesar, magna cum laude.
Brendan Michael Collins, summa cum laude.
Laurel Andrea Connett, summa cum laude.
Kieran Ann Connolly, magna cum laude.
Ritter Cook.
Declan Matthew Crumley, magna cum laude.
Luke Neal Curry, magna cum laude.
Lydia K. Kurtler, magna cum laude.
Paige Ann Davidson, magna cum laude.
Kaya DeBrown, summa cum laude.
Sylvia Jongsoon Deshazo.
Ava Noel Decker, magna cum laude.
Ali Durbani.
Kale Christopher Deschno.
Katrina Rose Dieters.
Jude Willem Heyer DeVries.
Ashton Matthew Dingman, magna cum laude.
Dane Dingman.
Zachary Doshin.
Foster Lee Drayson.
Ingrid Eleanor Duncan, cum laude.
Nicholas Marco Ebert, summa cum laude.
Carl Eckert.
Dylan David Ehlers, magna cum laude.
Milena Lucille Elder.
Casimir James Emery, magna cum laude.
Elsie Cecilia Engman, summa cum laude.
Cecilia Erickson, magna cum laude.
Amelia Ernst, cum laude.
Madison Eschenbach, cum laude.
Andrew Escoto, cum laude.
Hannah Joan Faith, summa cum laude.
Benjamin Scott Farrens, summa cum laude.
Malcolm Nolan Fairs.
Erin Michelle Farrell, magna cum laude.
Owen Matthew Forsyth.
Kelsey Morgan Frederick.
Luke Freidinger, cum laude.
Isabel Catherine Finbow, magna cum laude.
Quabina Inshura Gambra.
Gianna Kate Gasparini, magna cum laude.
Elena Alicia Gauss, magna cum laude.
Claire Tedros Gontus, magna cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Gibb.
Grant Gibson, magna cum laude.
Mason Scott Gilliand.
Landon Goebel.
Gage Goal, summa cum laude.
Samara Marie Goltz, summa cum laude.
Liliane Goulet, cum laude.
Joe Gustav Sipe Green, cum laude.
Jacob Allen Grice, magna cum laude.
Olivia Ray Guggenberger, magna cum laude.
Justin Sean Gusso.
Christopher Gattusa.
Eleanor Margaret Haben, magna cum laude.
Tyler Robert Hadorf, cum laude.
Tanner J. Hadler.
Carolee Monica Ressi Hanks.
Aiden Hansen, magna cum laude.
Gabrielle Bonnie Harding, cum laude.
Rachel Diane Harding, magna cum laude.
Alec Harris, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Grace Harshman.
Elena Kimberly Hearn, summa cum laude.
Ross Hebel, summa cum laude.
Olivia Marie Headley.
Aiden Hedman.
Nolan Hemish, summa cum laude.
Trig Hempstead, summa cum laude.
Daniel D. Hendrickson.
Kaylee Joe Hino, magna cum laude.
Eleanor Churchill Henson, summa cum laude.
Adriana Gauchia Herr, summa cum laude.
Ellison Grace Heyerdahl, summa cum laude.
Alex Hoff.
Rebecca Sue Hoffman, summa cum laude.
Bodie Michael Hogan, summa cum laude.
Mara Brecky Holland, magna cum laude.
Sonia Lee Hornbeek, magna cum laude.
Brandon Hopper.
Brooke Catherine Howell, magna cum laude.
James Anton Wren.
Lauren Shane Hubbard, magna cum laude.
Aiden Huck, cum laude.
Cecilia Rose Hudak, magna cum laude.
Mara Johanna Hulke, magna cum laude.
Diana Marie Holtgren.
Kennedy Lynn Hurd, summa cum laude.
Alexander Nikolai Jansen, magna cum laude.
Will Greenwell Jansen, magna cum laude.
Daniel Diego Jennings, cum laude.
Jency Lee Jensen, cum laude.
Alexander Daniel Johnson.
Bryn Cordelia Johnson, cum laude.
Cody Johnson, cum laude.
Damian Robert Johnson, summa cum laude.
Ellie Johnson.
Elsa Johnson, cum laude.
Lindsay Marie Johnson, magna cum laude.
Tad Johnson.
Trevor David Hildegard Johnson.
Connor Daniel Jolly, summa cum laude.
Charlie Xavier Jouer, summa cum laude.
Aditya Junawal.
Summer Rain Capey.
Caitlin Casper, cum laude.
Samuel Scott Caton.
Taylor Katzenmeyer, magna cum laude.
Yoshido Kawakami, magna cum laude.
Maishan Latavian King.
Chelsea Klopicki, summa cum laude.
Julia Ann Klein.
Caden Kleinschmidt.
Jaden Daniel Knutson, magna cum laude.
Tyler Knutson.
Carson Nathaniel Cook, magna cum laude.
Emily Claire Kolb, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Kopek, magna cum laude.
Artem Korolev, cum laude.
Taylor Cotenbeetle, summa cum laude.
Abigail May Kugler, summa cum laude.
Henry Kumijan.
Madeline Louise LaJoy, magna cum laude.
Nina Estelle Lam Pak Ng, magna cum laude.
Lauren Marie Lambert, summa cum laude.
Alexander Dongmo Dominic Lamsam.
Adam Christopher Laporta.
Annika Larson, magna cum laude.
Dominic H. Larson.
Kristen Gabriella Laurie.
Noah Charles Lawrence.
Chloe Marie Lee, magna cum laude.
Erica Lee, magna cum laude.
Gina Melora Lee, cum laude.
Maddox Suanna Lee, magna cum laude.
Emma Elena Lemperis, cum laude.
Micah James Lesh.
Joseph Emil Thomas Lee.
Sarah Lindner, magna cum laude.
Hayden Christopher Lindquist.
Samuel Charles Listiak.
Molly Anita Liston, cum laude.
Colton William Lushke, magna cum laude.
Sonia Lopez.
Libby Lozinski, cum laude.
Natalie Jean Luke, magna cum laude.
Kirsten Lundberg, cum laude.
Henry Lundeen Dedish, cum laude.
Eric Lyons Jr.
Eliana Machi, summa cum laude.
Peyton Mahadi, summa cum laude.
Carly Grace Malm, magna cum laude.
Zachariah Mangan. Jaden Martinez, cum laude.
Princess Martinez Barajas, cum laude. Cole Matedich.
Dominic Thomas Matthias.
Caleb Timothy Matros, magna cum laude.
Isaac Douglas Matty.
Caleb McBee.
Anna Joy McClelland.
Eva Mary McClelland, magna cum laude.
Connor James McCormick.
Ava Lee McKinley, summa cum laude.
Melissa Kathleen Meinhardt, magna cum laude.
Jude Asamoah Mensa.
Macy Angel Merdinian, summa cum laude.
Isaac Lee Meyer, magna cum laude.
Kaya Björknes Meyer, summa cum laude.
Emerson Elizabeth Melby.
Christian Michael Miller.
Caitlin Marie Miller.
Emily May Mills, summa cum laude.
Joshua Hassong Mo. Ayan Muhammad, magna cum laude. John Zane Morin, cum laude.
Jordan Mork.
Lily Mortensen.
Mackenzie Murphy, summa cum laude.
Ella Grace Nash, magna cum laude.
Martin Duwayezu.
Julia Nelson, summa cum laude.
Thomas Hammond Nelson, magna cum laude.
Ashlyn Catherine Ness, cum laude.
Hudson Jake Nichols, cum laude.
Ryan Elizabeth Nicholson.
Nina Lucia Nordstrom, summa cum laude.
Daisy Louise Norton, magna cum laude.
Karina Margaret Okato, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Elizabeth Olafson, summa cum laude.
Guadalupe Renaga Olage.
Cynthia Kerubo Onuko.
Junior Opoku Ansa, summa cum laude.
Reese Eloise Orn, cum laude.
Joshua Mensah Orchery, magna cum laude.
Madison Noel Wren Packer, magna cum laude.
Jessica Rose Pagelkoff, summa cum laude.
Angelina Palmiato, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Niadute Papo.
Jackson Maxwell Park, cum laude.
Nicholas Patterson.
Cole Henry Paulson, cum laude.
Samuel Joseph Pavlis.
Emily Paw.
Spencer Drew Pearson.
Charlie Joseph Peterson.
Rivaldo Yair Pena.
Pelayo Perez Crespo, cum laude.
Christopher David Perez Jr.
Nolan Perry, cum laude.
Kendall Peterson, magna cum laude.
Adrian Gloria Ann Peterson, magna cum laude.
Nick Peterson.
Benjamin Donald Phillips.
Jenna Pipcorn.
Griffin Douglas Post, summa cum laude.
Samira Nellie Raimi.
Jacob Dale Rathke, summa cum laude.
Ellie Nicole Rauch, cum laude.
Olivia Rausch.
Joseph Ream.
Nicholas Robert Reisig, summa cum laude.
Evan Frank Ressler.
Timothy Rios, Jr.
Braden Lawrence Ripken, magna cum laude.
Lauren Marie Rockford, magna cum laude.
Leo Rodriguez Duran. Olivia Ann Rhoda, cum laude. Sigrid Catherine Rohr, summa cum laude.
Adrian Jose Rojas Maeda.
Jade Marie Rowland, cum laude.
Catherine Diane Rooker, magna cum laude.
McKenna Rose Rooney.
Chloe June Rosso, magna cum laude.
Bridget Racho Coronel.
Mark Rude, cum laude.
Anna Michelle Rudolph, summa cum laude.
Jaden Ruffalo.
Taylor Mihoko Rule, cum laude.
Andrew Rigwall.
Soren Carl Sackrider, summa cum laude.
Nahia Sahar.
Will Alexander Sarkinen, magna cum laude.
Taylor Schlotteroff. Logan Alexander Schmidt, summa cum laude.
Marissa Faye Schmidt, magna cum laude.
Sam Sue Min Schneider, cum laude.
Riley Rose Schnell, cum laude.
Connor Schulten, cum laude.
Grace Elizabeth Shuck, summa cum laude.
Alyssa Jane Shuley.
Isaac Carl Sevig, summa cum laude.
Ian William Shepard, magna cum laude.
Beckett Sherman, cum laude.
Alvaro Sin La Petra.
Spencer Paul Olivson Sheldesta, magna cum laude.
Brendan Sloth.
Britta Ingrid Smith, summa cum laude.
Hogan Jack Smith, summa cum laude.
Sophia Estelle Smith, magna cum laude.
Taryn Sue Snetzinger, magna cum laude.
Paige Solgem, cum laude.
Joseph Solomon.
Ella Corin Santowski, summa cum laude.
Grace Evelyn Spitalnik, cum laude.
Caitlin Elaine Springhorn, magna cum laude.
Eli Allen Spurgeon.
Kendra Ann Stanton, cum laude.
Brandon Jeffrey Steinhaus, cum laude.
Nathan Ernest Stevenson.
Olivia Grace Stockham, summa cum laude.
Ian Stone, cum laude.
Nathan Dudley Stone, magna cum laude.
Gabriella Marie Stout, summa cum laude.
Luke Stoll,
Ashley Elizabeth Strobel, summa cum laude.
Zachary Thomas Sullivan, cum laude.
Marin Francis Sundberg.
Lindsay Rose Sunby, summa cum laude.
Bo Benedict Supan, summa cum laude.
Eric Matthias Svein Erling, cum laude.
Wilmer Peter Svensson, cum laude.
Nathan Charles Swanson, summa cum laude.
Alexander Swenson.
Janelle Rose Sylvester, summa cum laude.
Allison Michelle Zaley, summa cum laude.
Samantha Lorraine Simonowski, cum laude.
Cameron Lee Teichmiller.
Sarah Catherine Tagland, summa cum laude.
Laura May Thalhuber, cum laude.
Yi Choa Tao, summa cum laude.
Elise Rosemary Thielen, magna cum laude.
Ainsley Thody, magna cum laude.
Cassidy Marianne Thomas, cum laude.
Avery Marie Thompson, summa cum laude.
Megan Rose Thompson, magna cum laude.
Brenna Thorson, cum laude.
Sydney Ann Tim, magna cum laude.
Madison J.C. Tooker, cum laude.
Hayden Twartlet.
Naya Trainer, cum laude. Naya Trainer, cum laude.
Gabriela Arceli Trujillo.
Jaime Jose Ulloa, magna cum laude.
Miguel Angel Ulloa.
Ashley Underdahl.
Benjamin Craig Vandenberg, magna cum laude.
Benjamin Tunia Vang.
Vathwazang Jared Vang.
Oscar Howard Vargo, magna cum laude.
Lauren Olivia Vedin.
Grace Ann Wagner.
Campbell Grace Walsberger, summa cum laude.
Colin Anthony Ward, magna cum laude.
Jacob Gary Weckup.
Tyson J. Werner.
Ava White, cum laude.
Will White, cum laude.
McKenna Elizabeth Whitney.
Grayson Henry Schruten Wyzorek, magna cum laude.
Brandon Paul Wilsek, magna cum laude.
Madeline Ann Wilker, magna cum laude.
Jane Elizabeth Williams, cum laude.
Haley Wilson, magna cum laude.
Isaac John Winkleman.
Jocelyn Maria Woldemar, magna cum laude.
Eli James Wolf, cum laude.
Kira Jane Woods, magna cum laude.
Kayla Elizabeth Wyke, magna cum laude.
Patrick Stephen Wires.
Ping Zhang.
Pavla Petrova Yakimova, magna cum laude.
Tayo Yamada.
Gavia Noel Crossley Yunt, summa cum laude.
Raisa Ashvin Zaman.
Finnegan Patrick Zelmer, cum laude.
David H. Zheng, magna cum laude. Diayi Zheng, cum laude.
Kayla Marie Zimmerman, cum laude.
Adrian Celeste Zolman.
So as the last graduates return to their seats, we will listen to the Remember song as sung by 4 members from the Gustavus Choir.
Remember the times you've had here. Remember when you're away. Remember the friends you've made here. And don't forget to come back someday. Remember the hills and valleys, the sky so heavily blue. For you belong to GA College, and Gustavus belongs to you.
We're going to wait till all the graduates actually get their diploma. So I would offer to sing, but perhaps not. As many of you know, this is my first commencement here at Gustavus, and for over 30 years I've been a faculty member and have attended many of these commencements, and whenever we've asked people to hold their applause during the naming, it's never happened before, so I applaud all of you. We were able to hear everyone's name. That was just amazing. Now I ask all the graduates of the class of 2026 to please stand. As graduates, it is now time for you to move the tassels on your caps from right to left. Congratulations. Graduates, please receive a charge as you depart Gustavus to lead and serve our world. As president of Gustavus Adolphus College, I charge you to always remember the responsibilities and opportunities that go with you with your new standing as alumni. Hold your degree with the care it deserves, hold it with a dedication of service to others, and hold it in sincere honor to yourself. Take up your life calling, living out the Gustavus values of excellence, community, justice, service, and faith. Your story is now permanently part of the Gustavus story, and you will forever be part of the Gustavus family. Class of 2026, you may be seated. So I'm going to also give you a little bit of advice that came from one of your classmates. I received a number of lovely letters, and this letter, I won't read you the whole thing, and she says, "Now I know what you're thinking. Can't this girl just get to the point already?" And yes, the time has already arrived. And here's her point, and I just think she encapsulates it perfectly. My point is, take time to enjoy the daily interactions and adventures in life, even if they seem unimportant or kind of stupid. There is so much beauty in every interaction. I think that kind of sums it up. So now I call upon Dr. Lauren Hecht, the 2022 Carlson Award winner, to introduce the 2026 recipient of the Carlson Award. As she is coming to the stage and our program is coming to a close, we thank all of those on campus who helped in preparing for this day, from printing services to facilities management, from dining services to the registrar's office, from the marketing and communications office to campus safety. So many departments on campus are involved in the planning of commencement, and I extend our sincere thanks for your outstanding work. I would also like to thank the members of the Commencement Student Ensemble and singers for providing music today, and express my deep appreciation to Gustavus Technology Services and Heroic Productions for their amazing help with the sound, projection, and the live stream for this year's commencement. Lauren?
I have the honor of introducing this year's recipient of the Edgar M. Carlson Award for Distinguished Teaching, which is the highest honor bestowed upon a faculty member at Gustavus. This award recognizes excellence and innovation in teaching and advising, and the winner is selected from among nominations submitted by those who know our faculty best, their students and colleagues. This year's recipient is described as an empathetic and compassionate leader who is consistently at their best every single day from the moment they walk in the door until the moment they leave. They balance rigor with warmth, creating a learning environment where students feel both challenged and supported. As one student put it, I never doubt their support for anything in my life, whether it is school, life, or teaching. To step into this person's classroom or faculty development workshop is to see a masterclass in intentionality that embodies the phrase, practice what you preach. They do not merely describe pedagogy, they model it while simultaneously mastering the hidden curriculum, the art of building relationships, fostering empathy, and creating a community where every individual feels seen. They are a trusted mentor to peers, and as one colleague noted, not only influences students, but she also influences her students' students, their families, and their communities. And her students agree, saying, I hope one day to be just like her and impact students all over, of all different ages. Perhaps this professor's most transformative magic, however, happens in a specific developmental niche that intersects with her scholarly work. She is known for taking students who enter her classroom swearing there is no way they want to teach middle schoolers and turning them into such passionate advocates for those young learners that some insist it is the group that they must teach. She does this by asking every student to revisit their own past with humor and grace, starting with a middle school photo and a walk-up song. By now, many of you likely recognize this gusty mom and athletics superfan. Dr. Amy Visner joined the Gustavus faculty in 2014 and currently serves as an associate professor and chair of the education department. She earned a Bachelor of Science in English Education with a minor in Spanish from Morehead State University, a Master of Science in Middle Level Curriculum and Instruction from St. Cloud State University, and a Doctor of Education in Leadership and Higher Education from St. Mary's University of Minnesota. An expert in middle school philosophy, relationship-driven teaching, teacher change agency, and educational equity, Amy has taught nearly every course in her department's curriculum, and most recently guided the department through changes in the reporting demands for their accreditation agency. For her unwavering dedication to the craft of teaching, her commitment to the educational equity, her rigorous standards, and her profound impact on current and future educators, please join me in congratulating Dr. Amy Visner, winner of the 2026 Carlson Award for Distinguished Teaching.
I am stunned and honored to be standing here receiving this award today. As Lauren was speaking and she said something about teaching, I thought, oh, great, it's somebody from education. So I'm pleased to work at Gustavus, to interact with all of you amazing students and faculty and administration every day. So thank you so much.
Well, congratulations, Dr. Visner. Well, these commencement exercises will conclude in a moment. Class of 2026, we are delighted to have had this opportunity to honor you today. Let's give them one more round of applause. So our ceremony today will conclude with a blessing, and after the blessing, Senior Ariana Bougeron and the Commencement Student Ensemble will lead the singing of the college's alma mater as the platform party and faculty recess. This will be followed by the Gusty Rouser, after which graduates are welcome to do the ceremonial throwing of your hats. All family and friends are invited to join us, all of us, the faculty and all the graduates, for a reception on Ekman Mall. To assist with exiting, families and graduates should meet each other outside, please. People seated in the bleachers are encouraged to exit the room on the upper level, and graduates and guests on the floor may depart through the doors in the back of the room or the doors behind the stage. Would everyone now please stand as Chaplain Ben Hilding offers the blessing, and please remain standing for the singing of the college's alma mater.
As we come to the end of this Gustavus Adolphus College commencement ceremony, may you all receive this blessing. Setting aside the pursuit of perfection, may we reach for a more excellent way, where service shapes our hearts, where justice guides our work, where community upholds our well-being, and where faith enriches our lives. As we go, may the God who calls you to life give you a breath of grace, give you ears to listen to the needs of the hurting, give you hope to see new possibilities, give you strength enough for the work in front of you, give you joy even in the midst of challenge, and give you a reminder to love as you are loved. Amen.
Gustavus Adolphus, remember thy past. Let songs of thy triumphs be born of the blast. O'er prairie and mountain, forever let fame carve runes of thy glory, thy deeds around thy name. Gustavus Adolphus, stand firm in the fight. Plant proudly thy banner on victory's height. Thrice hail alma mater, thy children are true. We love thee forever, our love we renew. We stand by thy standard, our phalanx is strong. Thy battle, our battle, Gustavus live long. Gustavus Adolphus.